Ladies, you should listen to my commands all the time. If I say stop, you stop. If I say box, you box. And you should protect yourselves all the time.
Okay.
So get to your corners, come back fighting.
Right, we're all set. It's our final belt. It's the Commonwealth Ladies Super Welterweight title. 10 rounds, 2 minutes each. We're all set here for what is expected to be some fantastic action.
Box!
This should be an exciting bout. It's the top of our bill. Mapule Ngubane of South Africa taking on Stacey Copeland. It's Team Africa versus Team UK. Score standing at 4-2 in favor of Africa. Copeland needs this one to tie Ngubane to seal the win for Africa.
Well, here's the killer deal. As it stands, if it is a tie, if Stacey Copeland wins this, we'll go to the judges' count. The question is, what was the difference in the first one that Tapiwa Tembo won? And how much can she beat Mapule and Ngubane by? Because we've had one knockout each, so that doesn't count anymore. This is a very important bout, not only for the belt, but for tonight.
For the cup.
Yeah.
For the cup. The Kwese Cup is what they're fighting for. And this one is the decider. And as Dirk said, this one needs to go by knockout for either of these teams to value it.
Okay. Hold on. Stop holding.
Well, it is only 2-minute rounds. So still only round one, but I can tell you 10 2-minute rounds. Oh, that's going to be a long fight.
It's going to be a long fight. So if this goes the distance, you got to think to yourself, fitness is going to become a factor. Which of these fighters is fitter?
Landing a couple of punches there, Ngubane.
Break.
Interesting though, she's had 15 fights, which is a lot more than Stacey Copeland. But she's taken some blows as well. She's lost a couple of those.
She has lost a couple of those, but in this one seems to have a very interesting strategy, because she's come out and gone for the body blows, looking to open up Copeland and then look for the telling blow. Also very focused on her defense.
I guess something that we haven't really seen too much in the men's bouts. We haven't seen them going for the body. They've all been going for the head. Strike different strategy here from Ngubane. And those body blows, if they catch you, they hurt.
They hurt. What they do is they wear you down, Dirk. And as you wear out, your guard drops because your arms begin to drop, and then the headshot is open for them. They take the headshot, and that puts you down. And this will show us these replays. You can see the body shots that Ngubane's trying to take, trying to loosen up the defenses of Copeland. And you can see that's from an experienced fighter. So already we see some holding there from Copeland, realizing that she's got a bit of trouble on her hands if she allows Ngubane to get those body blows.
Yeah, she's just got to be careful, Stacey Copeland. She's very focused, but she packs heavy punches, does Ngubane, and if those punches catch you in the body, like you said, it will drain you, it will hurt you. The minute that starts happening, you open yourself up for the headshots as well.
I would say that first round was shaded by Ngubane, so she's had a good start in this. Well, as we've seen throughout the night, fighters warm to their task, and Copeland is likely to as well.
Raise your hand.
Good couple of shots from both boxers. There's those body blows again. Ngubane looking for the midriff. But Stacey Copeland giving her back everything that she gives. I think also realize that the minute that Ngubane goes for the body, it opens up the head as well. So Copeland will be looking for that opportunity.
And catching it, because the way to counter-attack that is to then look for the overarms. And she's getting them once in a while. Of course, the danger is that you'll strike her in the back of the head, which won't count. But certainly, the strategy of these two fighters is very technical.
That's a couple of punches landed by both boxers. It started with Ngubane. Copeland's come back. It's now punch for punch. Who's going to stand up here? The crowd go wild.
And this is what we came to see. Two fighters going at each other, hammer and tongs. And you got to think that after that exchange, they probably came out level.
Just missing out there, and Ngubane definitely seems to have a little bit more pace, does Copeland, around the ring, and maybe that will play in her advantage. She's a lot quicker than Ngubane, but the fear is, you worry that if Ngubane catches you. Great little combination from Copeland.
Run.
My one challenge with Copeland is that she needs to manage the ring a lot better. She needs to stay in the center and keep Ngubane on the ropes. And that's the way she's going to win this, because she certainly is winning the speed battle. And if she can get Ngubane on the ropes, you got to think to yourself she's going to hurt her.
Stop.
Oh, well, that was a tough round. Both boxers putting in the effort there. That would have been tiring.
That would have been tiring, especially after this exchange. My goodness, going hammer and tongs. And as you can see, Ngubane was on the ropes. And that's where Copeland needs to keep her. She needs to manage that center of the ring, because she'll be able to then attack Ngubane and not have to suffer those body blows that she's been suffering. My goodness, this was a great exchange.
Well, I thought it was both boxers going hammer and tongues, but the more that I look at it on the replay, Copeland didn't land much there.
She didn't land much, and it's that counter-attacking ability of Ngubane. Ngubane, of course, with that low center of gravity, she likes to fight from a low base, and that gives her a lot of balance as well. So Copeland will need to counter that somehow in this coming round.
Well, having watched that replay, which was a nice little combination from both boxers, I think I'm giving the first round to Team Africa, I think.
Team Africa, so that will give us 2 rounds to Team Africa, because Ngubane shaded the first one, got the second one according to Dirk, and we're going into the third. Ngubane just needs to keep doing what she's doing, manage that ring, be able to attack Copeland.
Who has the stamina? Who can stay on their feet? Like we said, round 10 seems a long way away as the local crowd, Zimbabwean, start singing the South African Shosholoza. You can break out if you want, Barry.
For the... I think I'm not going to do that. Well, certainly not on the microphone. Away from the microphone, maybe, Dirk.
Well, forbid that your child goes to this creche, because if she catches a hit from Ngubane, she's going to go down. The creche assistant is coming hard here at Stacey Copeland.
Ngubane, creche assistant. And certainly if your kids go to that creche, they are safe and sound.
I'll tell you what, take nothing away from Stacey Copeland. We might be sounding biased. She's really standing up here and landing a good punch herself. She's got her against the ring though, doesn't Ngubane? But Stacey Copeland giving nothing away.
That's it exactly, Dirk. I mean, the defense has been fantastic in this fight, especially to the head. She realizes that she can give her the body, but knows that the headshot is going to hurt her, so she's protecting her head, keeping her guard up the whole time.
Like we said, her advantage here over the South African is her speed around the ring. But there again, finding herself on the rope. And looks like Ngubane Bobo, that's landed a body punch as well. That will hurt. That will tire out Copeland. Again, a couple of shots to the face. Oh, here we go. Here we go, Barry Manandi.
Here they go, absolutely. Trading blows, and yet again, Copeland not landing many, but Ngubane getting her and hurting her.
Well, that last one counted, and you can see the grin on Ngubane's face. I think that last little jab from Copeland has caught her just in the right spot. What a great round from the two girls.
And just looking at them in their corners, oh my goodness, just looking at these replays first and foremost, they are going at it. They're going at it in phases and trying to hurt one another. This one, I would be very interested to see if it goes the distance, because these fighters have come out to box, and you can see it. Exchange upon exchange, jabs, hooks, you can see it all, and very technical boxers as well.
Oh well, what's the chat in the corner?
Something key to look at Dirk, in the corners is to look at which of the boxers is breathing heavier, who's been hurt more. And for me, as they went to their corners, for me, Copeland has been struggling in this one. She's breathing a lot heavier, a lot higher than Ngubane. Ngubane seeming very stable and relaxed.
I'm not saying anything. The last time I said that was how great Wesley McDade was looking, and the next minute the guy's sleeping on the floor. So I'm not making a call anymore.
We know how that went.
Yes. Well, the speed of Stacey Copeland, we've credited her on that, but I tell you what else that's going to do. It's going to tire her out.
It is. And also, we keep talking about managing the ring. We've been talking all night long about fighters managing the ring. You've got to manage the center, and that from there you can then attack and do what you want to do, and rather than a counter attack. And Copeland isn't doing that. She's having to go around in the ring, and that's going to tire her out.
Well, she has just landed a nice little combination on Ngubane. There we go. That's better from the South African. And, tell you what, Stacey Copeland, she's wearing the Manchester badge on her chest here. She's throwing everything at Ngubane, and she's a well-structured fighter. Like you said, there's that heavy breathing, Barry Menandi. She looks tired.
Yeah, and you can see that it rocked her to a bit. And again, it's a managing. Great shots there by Copeland. And that's the way to counter-attack. Now she needs to own the center of the ring. But Ngubane won't let her.
Both boxers landing a couple of punches there. You almost get the feeling it's a little bit like a heavyweight fighting a lightweight. The way that Ngubane is just following her around the ring and looking for that punch. Copeland is dancing around. She's quick, she's fast. And Ngubane's just looking for that opportunity.
And what I'm enjoying is that Ngubane knows her strength. She knows speed is not her strength. So she's biding her time, owning the center of the ring, and then attacking her opponent.
She's looking a bit dazed.
Ngubane's looking a little bit rattled there. That round did not go well from Ngubane.
She does look tired. Stacey Copeland, we said she's a well-structured fighter. She's quick around the ring. She's looking for the opportunities. He's worked out her game plan. All that Ngubane's trying to do is to find that time to punch her. Hard work for Stacey Copeland, but a great round for her.
A great round for Stacey Copeland, and for the first time, we've seen Ngubane go back to her corner, looking rattled, dazed, and a little bit tired. That was a good round for her, for Stacey Copeland. And as we say, look at the ring management. Ngubane, knowing that she's not as quick as Copeland, is not going to be able to dance around the ring, so she keeps owning that center of the ring and attacking her opponent.
Round 5.
Well, we're not even halfway. We've spoken about both boxers looking tired. Definitely Stacey Copeland looking better in that round, and all of a sudden, Mapule and Ngubane not looking so comfortable anymore after that round. Nice couple of combinations from Stacey Copeland.
And when Stacey Copeland can get her opponent on the ropes, you can see she can be quite dangerous. She's not doing it often enough, though.
Oh, I think she caught her there, did Ngubane.
Break. Excuse me, break.
The ref won't be happy with those shots to the back of the head.
Yeah. Just following her again. Like I said, looking for that opportunity, following her around the ring. There we go. She's got her against the rope. She's got to get out of this, does Stacey Copeland. And she comes back with her own combination. She put her on the floor.
Yeah.
1, 2,
But I think that was more
3,
slip than anything, eh?
4, 5, 6, 7.
But they
8.
are going at each other, and this is what the fans came to see.
Okay, box. Okay, box.
Referee's
well,
concerned, but I think
Is she
she'll be fine.
dazed? I'm not convinced. I think Stacey Copeland might have her.
You may be right. You may be right.
Yeah.
Because her legs are looking a bit ragged.
Yeah, she does. A couple of great blows from Copeland. She's coming hard now. I think she's maybe sniffed an opportunity here.
She has, and she's using her pace to good effect because she's landing those combinations very quickly to the head now. And you can see that Ngubane's guard has dropped, which makes me inclined to agree with you that she may be hurting.
Oh, well, she'll be happy. Well, the corner of Stacey Copeland will be happy. I think she put her on the floor. We probably missed it, and the replay will probably show it. But I think she caught her on the chin there.
Yeah, I think she caught it on the shin, and hopefully we can catch it on the replay. Here we go. Let's have a look here, because it was, and there we go. It was that shot to the chin that got her, that put her down. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. It went right through, and it was because Ngubane was trying to counter-attack, and she landed right on the chin. So you were right, Dirk. There was a blow to the chin and got Ngubane onto the canvas.
She does look tired though, but she's putting in the effort, and I think she realizes that she's not going to beat Ngubane by dancing around the ring. If she has an opportunity, she's got to take her on. She's breathing heavily, but what she needs to be reminded is still 4 rounds left.
4 rounds to go, so lots of work to be done. Ngubane is certainly looking rattled here. And walked straight into a left jab.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't have the confidence she had earlier on. Does Mapule Ngubane. She'll have to come up with something here, because I think Stacey Copeland's got her rattled. Blows from both corners.
They're going at it, and this is very enjoyable, especially for the fans.
Come on, ladies.
They are pushing each other right to the hilt. This is a fascinating contest.
Hey, go. Stop. Please don't clinch. Okay. Box.
Well, Copeland at this stage is the pride of Manchester, isn't she?
Oh, I tell you what, and she's doing them proud as well. She's up against a very experienced Ngubane, but she's going at her again, landing the critical blows. She's in trouble, the South African.
And Copeland's corner is very happy. You won't be able to hear it, but there are blows landing everywhere. Ngubane is still staying low, but taking some punishment.
She keeps going back for more. She's hunting in for that killer blow. But she's let her guard down a little bit, has Ngubane. She's lost her game plan a little bit here.
Yeah, her hands have dropped. She's hurting. She's hurting. Yeah, there's a bit of blood coming from her nose. She's hurt.
Oh, well.
And tired.
You just get the feeling that someone's going to fall on the canvas, but it's not happening. And every time someone lands a shot, they come back for more. And they're at each other.
It's very impressive. And when you look at the top of a card, this is the sort of contest that you need. And look at them go at each other. Ngubane is staying low. And perhaps that's doing a disservice to her, because she's not getting an opportunity to see where the opening is. Because there's sometimes when Stacey Copeland is wide open, but she's unable to take advantage of that. Instead, she's taking the punishment.
She's thrown a lot of blows, has Ngubane, but not many of them have landed. And the ones that she has landed, you almost get the feeling they slightly round on. She's starting to get tired.
Seconds out.
Yeah, I think her signature move is to look for that hook, but it's just not coming.
I only know it as the roundhouse, Barry Manning. The killer blow, the roundhouse.
Go, box.
Again, Copeland, early points. She needs to land a couple, does Ngubane. She's controlling the ring, but Copeland's landing the punches now.
I suppose that's what's important. You can control the ring all you want, but you've got to land the punches. That was better by Ngubane.
Ladies, break.
They're getting tired now, the girls. Well, we won't call them girls, because if I was in that ring, I would have been on the canvas already, as both of them have gone hammer and tongues at each other.
Dirk, you'd have been on the canvas just out of sheer fear.
I wouldn't even have walked in that ring, I think. Very comfortable here, thank you very much, Barry.
Behind the microphone.
Stop.
Oh,
Stop.
she fancied
Please,
her
don't turn
opportunity
around.
there, Stacey
Okay.
Copeland.
I'm giving you a don't turn
Again.
around. Stand just for you.
Ngubane going in for the punches, but not really landing anything.
Not landing, and when she doesn't land, the counter-attacking prowess of Stacey Copeland comes out, and you see, there we see it again. The ability to counter-attack is what's causing Stacey Copeland to be ahead in this bout. She's a fantastic technical fighter.
Great little combination from Stacey Copeland. Fantastic
Don't hold,
combination.
don't
And deep
Break.
in the 7th round to be able to do that shows that she's still got something in the tank. For me, Ngubane, she's lost her shape, and I'm not so sure
Stop.
how long
Stop,
she's
don't-
going to
don't
last.
use your elbow.
Yeah, it's not going
Okay.
well, and I've just taken a glance at
Box.
the two corners, and you can see that Copeland's corner are looking the more satisfied of the two. Certainly there's concern in the Ngubane corner.
Stop.
Now it's those combinations that are key. You talked about those combinations. We talked about Stacey Copeland's counter-attacking prowess. Well, when she does go on the front foot, my goodness, it really is something.
Well, I got to say, Team UK have this not under control, but I think they got the upper hand. Stacey Copeland, when she did land the punches, she was making them count. Yes, in Ngubane, she was putting out some big punches. I'm not so sure that she landed too many. It wasn't really a killer blow, as we expect from her. We expect that killer blow. And I think that's what her expectation was. She was going to come here. She was going to look for that opportunity to put Stacey Copeland on the canvas. It hasn't gone that way. She's starting to get tired, and now she's under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, it looks like that
Box.
overarm right is what she's looking for. But every time she's looking for it, the movement by Copeland is so fast that she's unable to then land the punch. There's a good example of it right there.
Well, both these boxers starting to open up a little bit, and you'd expect that as they're getting a little bit tired. There's more opportunity. Oh, I think she's landed a couple there,
That's
Stacey
better.
Copeland. Yeah.
That's better.
Break, yes. Break.
Two tired
I said
boxers.
break.
And now they're clinching a lot more, and it's as a result of that fatigue that you're speaking of.
All of a sudden they come back with some great combinations, both of them. The only problem, like we said, for Ngubane is that she's putting the combinations together, but she's tiring herself out because she's not landing enough.
And keeps walking into that left jab of Copeland's that's doing damage because it's right in the mush.
Punches from both.
Don't hold, Stacey. Don't hold. Break, break.
I have no doubt that Stacey Copeland's punch is not as deadly as Ngubane, but she's made hers count. They might not be as venomous, but they've been more often.
Certainly, it's about game management, isn't it? And she's landing the punches that score her points. Ngubane's looking for the knockout, and it just isn't coming.
Break.
Well, dare I call another bout, Barry Manandi? I'm going Team UK, that if Ngubane, the captain of Team Africa, want to win this, she's going to have to put Stacey Copeland on the floor.
It's going to have to be on the canvas. And consequently, she's going to have to look for that opening. And that opening isn't coming because we've been very impressed by the defense of Stacey Copeland. She moves around very quickly,
Stacey Copeland focused. She's got her game plan, putting in some great shots. Again, nice little combination. Like we said, maybe not as bigger blows as Ngubane can put together, but more of them, and they're counting.
And that sequence, what that sequence showed us, Dirk, is that Ngubane going low is actually working against her, because Stacey Copeland has sussed her out and is now giving her the uppercuts that are landing right in her face and causing a bit of damage. It was one of those uppercuts that got her onto the canvas and then also bloodied her nose, so she's going to have to be careful about that.
Round 9.
Well, 4 minutes left potentially in this bout.
Box!
And for me, Stacey Copeland, I think, has got the judges' count so far. But 4 minutes can be a long time. 2 rounds for someone to change the fortune of this last bout here in Harare. A reminder, in case you've just joined us, it's Team Africa 4, Team UK 2. Stacey Copeland can level the scores here and take it into account. She's doing really well, but all of a sudden, Ngubane, she's putting in a couple of killer blows herself.
And just to confirm, that currently it's Team Africa 4,
Box!
Team UK 2. They win this bout, Team UK goes level on 4-all, meaning that we look at knockdowns. They're 1 apiece at the moment, and that means that it will go down to points. How far apart are these two fighters in terms of the points?
Well, don't forget our first bout, which Tapiwa Tembo beat Mark Lynch on points.
Yep.
How far was that gap? That will add to this one to give us a final result.
So to borrow a footballing analogy, this may come down to goal difference.
Oh, Barry Menandi watching too much World Cup. I hope you've been watching it on Kwese Sport.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Kwese iFlix as well on my mobile device.
Well, 20 seconds left before we hit the last round. Can someone put in 1 killer blow? Who's got the stamina to go all the way? It's going to be a tight finish, we think.
See, Ngubane keeping her head down, and that low center of gravity helps her. But what it does is it opens her up to that uppercut by Stacey Copeland, which is dangerous and is hurting her. Oh, I know you called it, Dirk, but I can't call it. Well, let's have a look at Ngubane's blows. She's had a good round in this one. She's been going at it, keeping her fighter on the ropes and on the outside of the ring, which has been effective. She needs to land a few more blows than she's been doing already. As you can see, looking for the jab. And staying low, which is encouraged for boxers and fighters. But you then have to land the blows, and she's done that. I think shaded the points in that round, did Mapule and Ngubane.
Second down.
Well, Barry Menandi, who would have thought a better script into the last 2 minutes of enthralling action here at the Harare International Conference Centre as Africa has hosted Team UK. Reminder, the last time this happened in Manchester, Team UK beating Africa. They came out the blocks, 2 wins, then a knockout from Mikey Ellison. And now it's down to this, the last 2 minutes of Friday Night Fights.
Certainly, this one going the distance, and that's exactly what we were looking for. That's what we wanted to see. 2 fighters, 2 pugilists going at it, hammer and tongs, and trying to win the Kwese Cup and also win this bout that secures the Commonwealth Ladies Super Welterweight title for either of these fighters.
Both of them looking for those extra points. Landed by Ngubane, but Stacey Copeland coming hard.
Don't hold. Break. Excuse me, I said break.
Nice polite referee, excuse me.
He's got to be, doesn't he?
Well, there's 2 ladies in the ring. You got to be polite. 50 seconds to go. Couple of blows from Copeland, putting them in.
If it's going to happen for either of these fighters, it's got to happen now. The crowd is doing its bit, singing Shosholoza, trying to will Ngubane on. Can she deliver for the partisan Harare crowd?
She looks tired, Ngubane, and Stacey Copeland, every time they get pulled apart, she rushes straight back in. Straight back, off she goes.
Stop, stop, stop. I said stop. Please don't go too much down. Okay, box.
Great finish here from both boxers. Coming hard, Stacey Copeland.
Yeah.
Ngubane looks out on her feet.
They both spent. Copeland is finishing her off.
Yeah, Copeland is landing some telling blows. If she was behind
Don't
before
hold.
this round,
Break.
may just put her ahead. She thinks she's done enough.
I tell you what, for me, I think she's done enough as well.
It looks that way.
I think it was a fantastic bout from Stacey Copeland. Ngubane, we expected the big blows. She didn't land as many. Stacey Copeland ran around the ring, trying to get out the way. It worked for her. I think she frustrated Ngubane.
Yeah, certainly frustrated Ngubane, because Ngubane thought that she could manage the center of the ring, and then Copeland will come at her, and she'll be able to then box and get those telling blows. It didn't happen that way because Copeland was too quick around the ring, and perhaps Ngubane's corner not doing their research well enough. And I think this illustrates the point quite well, because when Stacey Copeland got Ngubane on the ropes, she landed some very telling blows. It wasn't necessarily the case the other way around. Here's an example of it, where Ngubane was now attacking, but they're in the center of the ring and was pushed to the ropes.
Yeah, she might not have had the killer blow tonight, Stacey Copeland, but she had the game plan. She had the structure. She seemed to understand her opponent better than her opponent understood her.
Certainly. This is going to be tight to call, Dirk. I have a feeling that UK might have taken this one, meaning that we're level on points if it does go that way. This could be exciting.
Well, I'd like to think if we reel the clock all the way back to 8 p.m. when we started, I don't think Tapiwa Tembo beat Mark Lynch by much. We were a little bit surprised.
Yes.
But this one here, I think Stacey Copeland was a little bit more comfortable for me.
So you think that on points, UK might even be ahead?
I've got a funny feeling UK might edge this.
Well, that would be disappointing for Team Africa, because we've been back in Team Africa. It's a home match.
Ladies and gentlemen, our scorecards are in. And the scores read as follows. We have a unanimous decision, scores of 93 to 98, 92, 97, 91 to 98. And your winner, and now holder of the vacant Commonwealth Super Welterweight female title, from Manchester, England, Stacey Copeland. And ladies and gentlemen, a big round for a very gallant combatant from Johannesburg, South Africa, Mapule Ngubane.
Well, Stacey Copeland, we got one right, Barry Manandi.
We got one right.
And you know what? Well deserved. She
well
deserved
deserved, and you could see that she was a very technical fighter, but also very tactical as well. Worked her tactics expertly, and I think Ngubane sort of walked into her trap, because Ngubane managed the center of the ring, tried to then get her punches through and get her onto the ropes, but the counter-attacking prowess and power of Stacey Copeland, winning the day, winning the bout, and winning the title, Commonwealth Super Welterweight title for the ladies category.
Well, what a great moment as well. You saw Stacey Copeland drop to the floor,